Hello and welcome to Ignite. You know, with every platform shift, it's always perhaps good to build a deep context and understanding of the underlying forces. And today we talk about them as scaling laws. You know, just like Moore's law, we saw the doubling in performance every 18 months. With AI, we've now started to see that doubling every 6 months or so. Now, in fact, there's a lot of debate. In fact, just in the last multiple weeks, there's a lot of debate, or have we hit the wall with scaling laws? Is it going to continue? I mean, the thing to remember, at the end of the day, these are not physical laws. These are just empirical observations that hold true, just like Moore's law did for a long period of time. And so therefore, it's actually good to have some skepticism, some debate, because that, I think, will motivate quite frankly, more innovation on whether it's model architectures or whether it's data regimes or even systems architecture. So with that, let's just dive into each of the platforms, and starting with Copilot. You know, Copilot is the UI for AI. It's rapidly becoming an organizing layer for work and how work gets done. Every employee will have a Copilot that knows them, their work, helping them unlock productivity, enhancing creativity, and saving time. And Copilot Studio will allow you to create agents that automate business processes. And every IT department will have a control system to manage, secure, and measure impact. That's it. Those are the three basic concepts of the Copilot ecosystem. Over the past year, we've seen incredible momentum. What Lean did for manufacturing, AI will do for knowledge work. It's all about increasing value and reducing waste. Just take risk analysis at Bank of Queensland Group. In the past, when an incident occurred, they would have to go through thousands of documents and write reports. And now they use Copilot to be able to synthesize everything that happened and create that first draft. That means analysis that took weeks is just taking a day. Vodafone is another great example. Their legal team used to manually analyze and draft and renegotiate thousands of contracts that govern their massive base station network. And now they use Copilot to determine which contracts need to be renewed, which need to be scrapped, and to keep track of all the expiry dates. And I think what we're doing in Excel, though, is perhaps one of my favorite things. You know, just like what GitHub Copilot did for software developers, Copilot in Excel will do for data analysts. I can start with a very high-level prompt that in the past, for example, I would have given a data analyst. Let's say I'm in a manufacturing plant and I want to figure out how to improve production rate, right? So I give a high-level prompt. I'm saying, hey, come back with an analysis on what can we do here. And Copilot uses this advanced reasoning capabilities to build out a full plan for strategic analysis. I can easily change that plan, adjust it as I want to, and then it just goes and executes the plan. And throughout, I can see it actually doing the work. It first does visualizations, right? It generates heat maps, it scatter plots, histograms, figures out, in fact, the key drivers of production, does a comparison of all those key drivers, calculates, and then summarizes the insights and the actions in minutes. Today, we're introducing new agents you can use within the context of your team. Again, the best way to think about these are as just your teammates. They're scoped to specific roles with very specific permissions, just like we have permissions and roles. For example, a facilitator agent is someone you can add to your team's meeting, and the facilitator will help keep the meeting focused, moderate the meeting, chats, as well as the follow-up and action items. Our project manager agent in Planner will help automate, in fact, all the key steps in a project management workflow. It'll create a new plan, from scratch, it'll help oversee what's happening across the project, task assignments, content creation. And next is even self-service agents, right? So for these agents provide really useful information, answer questions on policies, But not just that. When it comes to HR and IT, these agents will help you complete the task. Think of these as just augmenting your HR and IT departments. And we're also announcing SharePoint agents. Every SharePoint site will now have a built-in agent. These agents provide instant access to real-time information and insights from your knowledge base in the flow of your work. We're also giving you the ability to easily create your own Copilot or your own agents using Copilot Studio. Sometimes we sort of mystify these agents as things that, somehow require a lot of effort to build. But it's really pretty straightforward. In fact, our vision is that it should be as simple as creating a Word doc or a PowerPoint slide or an Excel spreadsheet. That's it. Like when you say agent, think creating a doc. This example is a good one, right? I can create a field service agent by simply describing it in natural language, connecting it to a couple of data sources, in this case, a SharePoint site and my dynamic CRM. I can easily configure it to meet my specific needs, and you have an agent in seconds. That's just now integrated into Copilot. AI can also drive fundamental business transformation by understanding the language of nature and science. Right? Science itself is becoming computed science. And that's one of the reasons why we are focusing on delivering the systems and AI innovation to power breakthroughs in material science, chemistry, physics, and more. And our new frontier in AI-powered science is moving from static prediction to dynamic prediction, meaning not just predicting the shape of the molecules, but understanding the dynamics, their motion, and how they interact, which is a critical step in developing new materials and new medicines. Earlier this month, in fact, Microsoft Research published in Nature this AI-driven simulation system that can accurately model protein behavior down to individual atoms, orders of magnitude faster than ever before. This is, I think, a real breakthrough that will help biomedical research and really advances in areas such as drug discovery and protein design and enzyme engineering, all of these functions, because you need those dynamic systems to drive them. And this is not theoretical. We're bringing together these advanced AI models and agents to help scientists reason over and orchestrate across the entire scientific method effectively. And we're already delivering on this vision of a platform for scientists with customers around the world. Novartis, for example, is using generative AI to design hundreds of new molecules for drug discovery projects, helping accelerate the process. Nissan has partnered with us to create a model to predict EV battery performance over time, improving it by something like 80%. Unilever is running lots of simulations to really accelerate their R&D using AI. In fact, the Institute for Protein Design at the University of Washington, scientists are using our cloud to engineer new proteins from scratch that promise to be absolute game changers in medicine. As we enter this middle innings of AI, it's up to us to empower human achievement. That's why over the past year, we have helped train over 23 million people in AI and digital skills, and we are very committed to working to help millions more learn how to use AI, because learning these skills will change people's lives, and in fact, it already has. Thank you all very, very much, and have a fantastic Ignite.